Okay, we're just about to go live. Please give me a moment. I'll make sure everything is working fine and we'll get started. Okay, everything seems to good. And thank you, Sandeep. All right. Hello and a very warm welcome to you. My name is Ozair and it is 4 o'clock in the UK. It is the 3rd of November 2020. Every weekday we go live at this time on this channel, or channels I should say, and go through topics such as Google Ads, digital marketing, video ads, and anything to do with promoting, marketing, advertising your business to generate new leads or sales. The format is fairly straightforward and simple. I'm going to cover a certain topic at the beginning of the session, and towards the end I'm going to try and answer to the best of my ability any questions you may have or any problems you're experiencing. Please put them in the comment box, either on the side of the video or under the video. And if you are viewing this as a recording, we do reply to your questions as well as soon as we can. So hello Sandeep, RH, walaikum assalam. Lovely to have you guys over here. And yeah, please don't wait until the very last moment to put in the question, because there is a transmission delay of around 30 seconds. So when you do remember or think of a question, then please put them in as we go along. Hello Mustafa. All right, so today I'm going to cover Google Ads optimization score, which again quite a few people find it confusing and contradictory, because you are trying to do something which Google will give you the opposite recommendation to. I'm gonna go through the myths and see if you can make some sense out of it, and whether it is viable for you to, thank you Emily, viable for you to use these recommendations. And if not, if they're not good, you can ignore them. It doesn't mean that you have to use them all the time. You can ignore them, you can cancel them. But to do that, what you want to do is be able to understand what Google is recommending, why it is recommending, and what call to action you need to take before you either accept the recommendation or reject it. So let's go to our support.google.com, where they have got a very detailed couple of pages with regards to the recommendations tab. So to get more out of Google Ads with recommendations, an entire section dedicated to helping you improve your campaign. So obviously they will recommend you to improve your campaigns, and they provide customized suggestions to help increase your campaign's performance. Recommendations can introduce you to new relevant features, help you get more out of your budget by improving your bidding, keywords, ads, and can work to increase the overall performance. And what I find good about recommendations tab is, quite often we all forget to do certain things. So it will recommend you that you have not put up the site links or the call outs or the structure snippets, or there may be negative keyword conflicts and so on. So that's quite a good way to keep an eye on the health of the account, not only the performance. Obviously, if you do all the right things, your campaigns and your account is going to perform. So I'm not going to go through all of it, but just the basics. So what it helps you with is to see performance estimates based on historical data, make improvements without spending a lot of time, which is correct. You will get some really good recommendations over here, and keep your campaigns fresh. Have you been using the same keywords for a while, and it will prompt you to put in some more keywords if Google sees fit. So I'm gonna go into this other one, which is the types of recommendations, and you will see all these recommendation types. So first of all, obviously, is the ads and extensions. It helps you refine your ads, create new ads, show the best ads most often. Now, we have an option in Google Ads not to rotate the best performing ads. So you don't need to do that, although Google recommends that you should optimize to show the best performing ads. Quite often what we do over here in our agency is we let all the ads in an ad group run equally so that we can get equal data for each ad and make data-driven decisions upon that metrics. Organize your ads in better ad groups. Okay, this is all fairly basic stuff. This is quite handy and quite good. So what it shows you is, okay, it will tell you to add ad suggestions, try new versions of your ads, add assets to your responsive search ads, call extensions if you haven't made any or have not set up your call extensions, call outs, descriptions to your site links. This is really important. I've seen loads and loads of accounts. All they've done is put the headline and not the description. That's being lazy. Somebody has just quickly put up the site links just for the sake of it, but the descriptions is extremely important. So if you haven't put up the descriptions, then the recommendations tab is likely to show this the warning sign on there. Add lead form extensions, price extensions. Okay, these are all extensions. Responsive display ad. All of these recommendations can potentially pop up on your screens if you haven't set them up properly. Automated campaigns is going to recommend local campaigns, smart display, and switch to smart shopping from a manual shopping. Bids and budgets, you've got all of these things which can potentially show up, and I'm going to show you what they recommend. Then you've got the keywords and targeting, so you can read all of these. I'm not going to go through each bullet point. It's fairly straightforward and easy to understand, to be honest with you. There's one more thing which is called repairs. So that helps you fix issues with your account and improve the overall health and performance of your account. So that, again, you will find all these recommendations for the health of the account, as to add keywords to each ad group, add items to your feed, and so on. There's quite a few things over here. Ad suggestion and so on. Okay. So I'm going to go on to my the Google Slides. So the recommendations is usually on the top left hand corner of your Google Ads tab, and then you will see something like 73.7 or 51% or whatever, and this is what they call the optimization score. Okay, one thing which you need to understand, having a higher optimization score, let's say 91%, does not mean that you have set up everything the right way and your campaign is optimized properly. And the same applies for if you've got a low optimization score of, let's say, 50% or 45% and so on. If you go into each one of these recommendations, when you see that, and you go into these three little dots and you dismiss this recommendation, you will increase your optimization score by whatever it shows over here. So if my score was 73.7 before, and I don't want to go enhance CPC, I want to ignore this and reject this recommendation and go in here and dismiss it, then my recommendation score will go to around 90%, because 70, what was it, 73, 85 something, 86%, right? Or if you apply these recommendations, then it will increase by 12.4% as well. So this is what you want to make a decision, whether you wish to go ahead and put into place every recommendation Google has put in for you. Quite often they will say increase your budget or change the bidding strategy and so on, which may not align with you for the way that you run your campaigns. So like over here, these are quite good because it says here add new keywords. If I add these keywords, it's going to increase my optimization score to 8.1. But I'm not too worried about this percentage figure. All I'm worried about are these numbers, these keywords, to see if I have missed any good ones, because now Google knows what our campaign is all about, and it is now starting to recommend some keywords. So we've got 18 of them in here. So when you click on this link, you will see all of them, and then you can get some more ideas as to, aha, this is something which I did not consider, and I should or ought to include them in my campaign or ad groups. This is also quite a good one, where you have accidentally put in some negative keywords and they are now starting to conflict. So this is the red icon, the repair icon in here, and this is going to optimize my recommendation score. So this is just a score. It's not optimizing your campaign as such. It's just a number. So please don't get too much hung up about it that, oh, I want my optimization score to be in the 90s or 100 out of 100. It's just a number, right? But what this does is, look, it shows you over here that your block keywords are these ones. Ad rotation, as I said earlier on. So every time you see these recommendations, you will see how much weight it is giving to that optimization score. So we are not optimizing the ad rotation, so it is giving us this, not a warning but a recommendation that you should optimize the ad rotation. Redundant keywords is one of the first things which you want to get rid of and pause it or remove them. I don't like removing them. I just pause them, because if I want to go back into the account and look at them and see what's happened, they're there. Redundant keywords just makes the campaigns a lot more bloated, and if you are fairly new to Google Ads and you don't want to have hundreds or thousands of keywords in your ad groups or campaigns, then I would suggest that you just get rid of them, because they're not getting any impressions or clicks and will not perform. You will often find, pretty much on a very regular basis, that Google will recommend you to switch over your campaigns from a manual mode to a smart campaign. So be it maximize clicks or target ROAS or target CPA, is going to advise so you to change it. Now it's up to you whether you wish to take this take this recommendation or not. But if you don't want to do that, then you can just ignore it and cancel it from here. I quite like these. These are great. So you will find these in either, I believe it's orange. It looks like a yellow color as well, but we'll call it orange. You forgot to add callouts or structured snippets or any of these ad extensions. You will get a recommendation in there to make sure that your ads are fully optimized. Now, I will highly recommend that you always pay attention to this and not dismiss them, because it helps you improve your ad rank, your quality score. It's as per Google's best practices. So this is really good. So some of the recommendations are not so great, especially when it comes to increasing budget. Or something like with, they're saying expand your reach with Google search partners. You will find that your CTR is going to go down. Your cost per click may go down a bit because the search partners, you can get cheaper clicks than the search network. But again, obviously you'll get lots more impressions, and your conversion rate, and potentially they will go down and your cost per conversion can go up. But for every now and then, search partners do work, and you've got to try it. And as I said to you, you must test. Don't take my word for it or anybody else's. Just test it yourself and see what happens. So at least it's giving you a recommendation here. Whether you wish to take it up or not, it's up to you. The one which I think I've forgotten to put the slide over here is about the budget. It will Google will constantly recommend to increase your budget. If your campaign is performing and you have got a positive ROI, then by all means increase it. But if it's not profitable right now, or even if it's not breaking even, then I would not recommend that you increase your budget, because you're going to lose more money. What you want to do is to get to the bottom of the problem. Where is that problem? Where is that leakage? Where is the wastage of my budget? Cut that out and increase your conversions, your conversion rate. Get the cost per conversion down, and then when Google recommends increase your budget, then sky's the limit. You keep on scaling your campaigns. Okay, so now is the question time. If you have any questions with regards to the optimization score or anything else, start pinging them in now, and I'm going to start from the top. Okay, so hello back to everybody. Thanks for being here, and I really appreciate your questions. Okay, Sandeep, I saw your video yesterday about landing page. I found you came across new strategy like free 30 minutes conversations for that. You made landing page for the dentist. Okay. All right, that was just a comment, not a question. So I have a question. You showed invitation card for dentist made with our logo, like, yeah. So can you tell us how we will, how is that process going to work? Yeah, so these are what we call the direct, the mail shot is going to go out in the post as a mailer. So we've got, I believe, around 1,800 dental practices so far on our database, which we have collected. It's a tedious process, and you need to invest a fair bit of time, money. Either you spend the time yourself or get somebody to do it. Either way, it's going to cost you money. Get the database, or you can buy the database from third-party marketing agencies. And you put out an offer, put your offer on there, post it to them, and see what happens. That is that is the entire process. We get them onto an online a meeting and go through their requirements, what they need, how we can help them, and see if we are a good match for each other. So we also interview our clients the same way they interview us, and we need to make sure that it's a good match or a good fit. Because if I feel that they are not the right client for us, we would politely say, look, we can't help you, but I do know of someone else who will be able to help. So we have got other friends in the trade where if somebody is not a good fit for them, they will send it to me. If somebody is not a good fit for us, we'll send it to them, and we'll recommend somebody else to see if they can help that dentist. So that is as simple as that. Yeah, it is direct marketing, Sandeep, because I looked at all the options available on Google, YouTube. It's not impossible or difficult, but it'll be a lot more work. The other way we'll be reaching out to them is through LinkedIn ads, where we can target anyone with a certain job description or a description in a title or job title in their on their profile. If somebody is a dentist or a dental practice manager or something like that, and we are targeting those titles, our ads can potentially be shown in front of them. Okay, RH. No, thank you, Sandeep. I'll pass on your wishes to Farzana. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, I think it might be Emily. If you are hearing someone in the background, it's Emily. Yeah. So I think she is replying over here. She is online. Okay. RH. How to test and then stop the recommendations. Yeah, you can stop it by clicking on these little 3 buttons and dismiss them. But they will keep popping up, so you can't stop them. But if you don't do anything, it'll just stay there. It will not auto apply. Alamgir, hello. I run lead generation campaign first time in Dubai for pest control services. Okay. Should I select maximize click bid strategy? Once I know my actual CPC, then I'll adjust to manual bidding. Not quite. I won't agree. I'll do the opposite. I would go manual CPC first. Once I have started my conversions and the campaign is starting to perform, then you can either go to maximize conversions or target ROAS and so on. With pest control, you should get a number or a figure from your client as to how much are they willing and able to pay for a lead. Once you get that, so let's say it's 50 dirhams in Dubai, then you try to get that conversion, if it's possible, that is, at that price. And once you start to get that, the number of leads, so let's say if 25, 30 leads you've got, then you'll switch over to, I would say, target CPA, which would be really good. And then it's going to recommend a number for you that the algorithms will know how much it can get you a lead for, and then it's going to go out and get the lead for you, and then all your headache about bidding, keywords, etc. is going to be taken off your hand. Mustafa, hi, you're welcome. Thank you for being here, Mustafa. How do I add a keyword to a specific ads and add extension ad? Well, you don't add keywords to an ad, you add keywords to an ad group. So the ad where it is has been set up in that ad group, you go in there and you set up your keywords in that ad group. Okay, when running a pest control ad, should I include the search partner, or what do you recommend? I personally don't. We only go search partner when we find we are struggling for traffic, because these local services can only be run in a local area. So you'll probably, I mean, Dubai is a small place, so you can potentially run in throughout Dubai, but you will not run this in Abu Dhabi, for example, right? Although they are in the UAE or Ajman or some other places, because they're too far away, unless that company covers those areas as well. So we have got a client currently in Dubai, and they offer services in Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, and Ajman. So we run throughout the UAE. But if you are only running in a restricted area and you don't have enough traffic, then you go into the search partner, but you will find that you will get a lot of clicks and impressions, and you cannot compare it like for like to the search network. Okay. Hi, Vinod. An ad can't show. Now giving me this screen. How can I fix this? I can't see your screenshot, I'm afraid, so I'm not sure what that message you are getting. How do you know the negative keyword to use on a niche you haven't ran an ads on before? Yeah, very good question. So let's say you have a business for car batteries, right? You don't want people, when they search for iPhone batteries or mobile phone batteries, I know straight up that I don't have those batteries, so you'll put in those keywords. So the best way to do that is you go to your keyword planner, put in your search term, download all that list. It will be a few hundred keywords, and then what you do is you will see yourself, people are searching for Samsung batteries or Samsung charger and all sorts of irrelevant search terms. Put them straight in to your negative list, and you will save a ton of money. I've done some videos on this playlist before about keyword research, so just go through that and you'll see how we've done that. Okay. RH, please answer the keywords question also. I don't know which keyword question you put in, RH. I can't. Do all the keywords need to be on the landing page? Thank you, Emily. When you say all the keywords, it's impossible, because it will look like your landing page has been stuffed with keywords. I would not recommend that. When you are creating a landing page, then what you want to do is to make sure that you are targeting a certain keyword. So let's say you are an insurance broker and you offer home insurance, car insurance, life insurance, and all sorts of insurance, right? You don't want all of them to be on the same landing page. You will have one page for car insurance, one for home, one for life insurance, or any other kind of insurance you are doing. So yes, you can target lots of different types of car insurance. It could be young drivers car insurance, or old person's car insurance, or vintage car insurance, that you can have on the landing page, that under your services, that we offer car insurance for all these people. So that's for sure. But yeah, always keep them separate and very targeted. Where am I? Subod, hope I pronounced your name correctly. I wish to do a Google ad campaign, but the keyword is very expensive compared to the service. The niche is web hosting services. Well, you say that because it's a perfect example of how GoDaddy will sell you a domain name for 99 cents, but they are bidding $30-40, potentially more, for that click. So you've got to have the sales funnel. What you are looking at is the profit on the front end. You'll never make that, because I know for a fact that the web hosting keywords are, I won't say expensive, it's horses, it's relative, right? Because Google knows that when you get a customer, it will be potentially be a value of a few thousand. So spending a few hundred to get a client, it shouldn't be a problem. But the problem which most companies, especially smaller companies, face is the budget constraints. They cannot afford to get 5 or 6 clicks a day for that cost per click. So what you want to do is to have your numbers worked out and calculated and see, okay, if we get 1 lead and we get 10 leads, how many convert to a customer? And then what is the customer lifetime value? Can we offer them something else? So something like a new website or digital marketing or social media management, if you were to provide that. But other than just specialist web hosting, if you're just doing that, then you will need to work out what's your customer lifetime value when you do get a client, how long they stay with you for. So that's how you want to work out your costings, and not just on that first click or that first transaction. Yes, RH, you will have multiple landing pages. So you will have one page for car insurance, another one for life insurance, another one for motorbike insurance or building insurance or home insurance or whatever. Each one needs to be a different. Hi Vinod, all my keywords are eligible, but when I hover mouse on eligible, it is giving an ad can't show right now. Okay, you need to go into the ad preview and tool mode section, and it will give you some more information as to why it is not running. It could be the bids, it could be any number of reasons. Free landing page builder, it is fast. Okay, great. Thank you guys. And I think I've covered pretty much everybody. Lovely. Okay, cool. So thank you very much for being here. If you haven't subscribed, then please do so. We upload videos every day and go live, so you'll be the first one to be notified if you also click that bell button. So stay safe. In the UK, things are not very good at the moment. We're going into a lockdown from Thursday. So let's pray that this lockdown gets over soon and everybody stays safe. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, same place, same time. Till then,